let's talk about one of my favorite things ever, Disney World. Okay, I feel like there's such a stigma around bringing your baby to Disney. When they're old enough, when are they ready for it? Your baby's not gonna remember going to Disney, all kinds of stuff, okay? Well, first of all, I'm a little biased. I grew up in a Disney family, love Disney, have been there way more times than I can count. So blessed, so thankful I've been able to. And our families all brought babies to Disney at very, very young ages. So today, Westy's with us in the back. We're going to talk about taking your baby to Disney, what to expect, what to bring, hacks, all the things. Weston was 8 months when we brought him, and I personally think he had a really great time, and it was so fun to experiment and see what he liked. And guess what? He even rode on some rides. So we're gonna get right into it. If you're new, hello. I'm so happy to see you. If you like the video, if you want to stick around and join the family, go ahead and hit the like button, the subscribe button. We talk about all things mom life, hacks, traveling with kids, all the good things. We are in this together. So I'd love to have you stick around and join the family. And if you're not new, welcome back. Let's get into it. Okay, so first of all, we flew at night. So Weston slept the whole entire flight there. It was his first flight. I was nervous. I was like, is he gonna scream? I even prepared those little goodie bags that say like, it's my first flight, sorry if I'm screaming. But he did so good, slept through the whole entire thing. As far as like strollers for Disney, traveling with strollers, we were able to borrow a friend's stroller that fit right in the compartment where you put all your luggage, which was super nice and convenient. I think if I go again, honestly, I'll try checking my stroller underneath the plane and see how that goes. But we had a little travel stroller, so it worked perfectly. I'll link down below all links that I mentioned in this video, including a stroller similar to theirs and what we used and what worked well. As far as strollers go, I would have definitely liked to have a bigger stroller. When you're at Disney, there's just so much stuff. You're bringing their diaper bag, you need things to keep them happy at the parks, you're buying things, you know, we didn't have cup holders, all that. So I would have liked to have a full-size stroller, which I know not everyone can travel with that, but that's what I think I'll do next time. But as far as like convenience, fitting it on the monorail, fitting it on the bus, all those things, this travel stroller was so nice and so easy to like take with us everywhere. We were able to stay at the Polynesian. It is one of our absolute favorite hotels. We stayed club level, so they had the concierge, they had meals certain times throughout the day. It was awesome, and it was honestly, if you can afford it and if you can swing it and you want to splurge a little bit, I would choose concierge because it was such a nice place to stop and rest in, because our room wasn't ready right away. So with a baby, you're like, oh no, we don't have our room, we need a place. Like, granted, we landed at like 7 in the morning, actually probably earlier than that, like 4 in the morning. And so it was so nice to have concierge. You could sit in there, rest, get some snacks. And so highly recommend something like that if you can, because even throughout the day we would get hot at the park and hungry, so we would go back to the hotel, hang out in the concierge. Then it was really, really nice because we brought our baby monitor, so we could set that up. We would put Weston in the room, he would nap like usual, and then we would go get snacks and hang out in the concierge. So it was such a nice break for me and Wyatt to be able to just put Weston in there and then go get some snacks. So that worked so well and so nice. So bring your baby monitor. We don't have one that has an app or anything. I really need to invest in one. So we literally like FaceTimed the monitor. It was a whole thing, but it was so worth it and so nice. So one of the nights he was put down for the night, and we went to the pool and we could see him on the monitor. Our room was super close by, so the monitor is a must. Bring everything you can like normal from home, your sleep sacks, your blankets. I genuinely think he had an incredible time. He loved seeing the monorail, like all the big grandness of Disney. He saw it and loved the castle. He was like, what the, like, he rode on rides. So for the park days, how to survive the park days, it's not even about survival. It's just about listening to your baby, helping them be as comfortable as they can, because they're like, why the heck am I not doing my normal nap schedule? So really, he did so good. The only time he had breakdowns was when he was really, really tired, and then he would just fall asleep in his stroller. So brought like certain fans, really lightweight like covers to put over if he needed like a a dark environment to sleep, and he did so good. And then another lifesaver, he was getting kind of crabby. All over the parks there's different like places where you can buy food, and one of the places we got a little applesauce pouch that he loved. He wasn't quite on like finger foods yet, but pouches were a lifesaver. And I know he's not gonna remember these things, but the photos we got are some of my favorite photos ever. Pirates of the Caribbean is my favorite ride of all time, and to have a video of him smelling that smell, if you know, you know, and seeing him on those rides like made my entire life as a mom and as a Disney lover. So point of this story and point of this video is 1,000% worth it to take your baby to Disney. We took him at 8 months. I probably wouldn't take him any younger than 6, just because he was already sleeping through the night. You know, he had his cycles and things like that, so it was easy. So obviously we decided to take our baby to Disney. I didn't regret any of it. You also have to understand that it's going to be different. I'm from a family who we sprint around all the parks. We get all the fast passes. We do all the lightning lanes. Like, we do the things we're like, go, go, go. And then having a baby and bringing a baby along, it immediately changed the dynamic of the trip, and it was slower. And I actually liked it because I got to see a lot of things that I don't usually catch and don't usually see because we have a baby. So you just have to go in with a peaceful mindset and knowing that the trip's going to be different than you've done before. And maybe you've never gone before. Don't get overwhelmed. Like, you just have to know that there's gonna be maybe some challenges, and there's gonna be differences and obstacles with a baby, and that's just parenting and life. And it's just being patient and understanding that traveling with a baby is different. It maybe is harder, but you just solve those problems and you follow some of these hacks, and you just have a really, really good time and get those photos and memories. And if you hated it, you don't go back. But I had a great time. If you have any questions at all, please leave a comment down below. I'd love to answer all your questions. I love talking absolutely everything Disney. I'm trying to think if I missed anything else. The nice part is, a travel tip that my husband always told me was, most times where you're going, you can buy something that you forgot. So don't stress. Like, if you forget diapers, there's diapers. The other incredible part about Disney, they're so family friendly. They have nursing stations. They had this whole family station in Epcot where you could use the restroom. They had like Band-Aids, all kinds of different things you could possibly need for a child, for a baby, whatever emergency happens, they have all those things. So Disney, they got your back. They had cribs. Don't worry about trying to bring some kind of crib. Weston just slept on the bed with me, but they have cribs there. Like, they are prepared for you to bring their baby. Like, if there's any place that you're going to try to travel with a baby for the first time, probably Disney's the best bet. They're just super kind, super accommodating. And so let me know if you have any questions, any thoughts. How did your experience go when you brought your baby to Disney? I'm ready to go back. I'm ready to book the next one. So yeah. Anywho, I love you guys. Thank you for sticking with me. You know, it is a marathon. It is like an Olympic sport to try to film YouTube videos with a 9-month-old. But you know what? We're out here. We're having fun. It's the mom life. We're embracing every bit of it. And I love you guys, and hopefully I'll see you soon. Bye.